global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. So a few hours ago, Kenneth Okonkwo, during an interview, which you're going to see the video for some of us who missed that video, took time to, say a lot of things about PDP, Wiki, but he specialized on Umo Eno's defection, and the name he gave to Umo Eno trended. Nigerians had their views, had their take. I've never heard that kind of English in that dimension before, But Umo Eno could not hold it anymore. This is one sidekick he never expected, at least not from Kenneth Okonkwo. And he decided to go and say to lambast Kenneth Okonkwo. He also decided to call out Kenneth Okonkwo and gave him a stern warning. It's best to hear from both of them. Now, for some of us who do not know that video, I'm going to allow you to watch the video that made Umo Eno not holding his peace. He couldn't take it anymore. He said, no, this is what he said. Let's watch the video. We'll come back for more with my colleague on this.
Now, let me tell you something about this defection. The worst from the opposition is moving into the ruling party. The best from the ruling party is coming to the opposition. And I give you an example with the governor of Akwa Ibom State. His commissioner on information and strategy, he said, my political orientation is rooted in principle. And I've long opposed APC's ideology and the conduct, which stands is reaffirmed by majority of Nigerians. This is the summary of it. His own political career, rooted in principle, thereby telling the whole world that his governor is unprincipled in this move. And he said the ideology and conduct of APC have been rejected by Nigerians, and this is what it is. Can you imagine a whole governor coming out to say, I can't fight like me, girl. Hey, in 2027, I want a smooth sail. I still love PDP. That's transgenderic. He's a man that behaves like a man that has the genitals of a woman.
Okay.
Can you imagine what on earth? You don't want to fight like me, and you want to be a governor like me?
The views of Kenneth Okonkwo, we have to go.
His predecessor had not fought for him, fought APC, and fought for him. He wouldn't be governor. And now look at this transgenderic governor,
You're repeating that point.
No.
Okay, we have to say thank you very much.
Men and women, they are very fantastic people. I started with them from Nollywood. Bold, beautiful, and brave. Look at the commissioner.
Okay.
But I can't say whether the man is behaving. He's just a political transgender.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Well, what are your views? Personal
That
views
is my
of
view.
Kenneth.
Have you heard me? So people that are talking, even those that are not from Akwa Ibom, even those who feel they have done things, they tried everything, they've tried to become actor, they failed, they are still living in bondage, trying to poke their mouth into what does not concern them. Tell them that this is living reality. He should go to his state and fight. He's an attempted politician. He tried in Labour Party, he ran away. He tried acting, he was living in bondage. He's an attempted lawyer. He has never moved one motion before. So such people, don't listen to them. This is within my rights. And he is not from Akwa Ibom State. We don't welcome him in Akwa Ibom State. This is Akwa Ibom State matter. As the person on the driver's seat today, I am the one holding the steering. And I know where go slow, no go day. I know where pothole, no day. Now make me the carry Akwa Ibom, go for express.
All right, welcome back. You've heard what Umo Eno said. The governor Umo Eno is said that Kenneth Okonkwo is still living in bondage. Sincerely speaking, with what Kenneth Okonkwo said, I would say that man is not only a free man, but is actually a very bold man to drag out a governor and telling him that he's behaving like a woman. Oh my goodness, he didn't sound like a slave. Kenneth Okonkwo is one person who never sounded like a slave. And he's literally telling Kenneth Okonkwo, mind your business. You are a failed lawyer. You have never Okonkwo, won any case that we know. You were a failed politician in the Labour Party. You couldn't even take the crisis. You ran away from Labour Party and you're busy talking about Akwa Ibom. Mind your village and mind your home. You said it literally failed on every count. My colleague is in the house. What's your take on the clampback given by Umo Eno to Kenneth Okonkwo that he's still living in bondage and he has failed in every count? What's your take?
Well, living in bondage was actually a theme acted by Kenneth Okonkwo. And living in bondage is just a theme. It only captured the mind of the person who wrote the theme. You understand? It wasn't a real life thing. Thus far, being that we've seen Kenneth Okonkwo is not a man that is living in bondage because he speaks his mind anytime he desires.
But what Umo Eno said was that Kenneth Okonkwo needs to be real, that he's not film acting, that this is not Nollywood, this is reality. He lives in reality, that Kenneth Okonkwo is still living and acting in bondage. He's still living a movie, that the politics is not movie industry, that this is reality.
Okay, now we have to be clear about this. No need to, we are handling issues here and we have to be objective about it. Number one, who are you representing? You're representing the people of Akwa Ibom State. When you shared your opinion of leaving the People's Democratic Party to APC, what was their response? Their response was a big no. And when they said no, you went ahead and you left the party because you left the party on your own. Number one, it clearly shows that as a politician, you don't even have an ideology because already we know that APC has left Nigerian hanging for a while. I'm not standing for APC, neither for PDP, but I feel that the people of Akwa Ibom had told him, this is our position. What Kenneth Okonkwo was only trying to say was that you can't be a politician, you don't even have an ideology. Look at, for example, Kenneth Okonkwo. Kenneth Okonkwo was in Labour Party. When he started seeing smeh from Abure and all of that, it seems as if no one was talking because the reason why he left the party was not, I'm not defending him, but I think the reason he left the party was because it seems as though there was no ideology. It seems as though there was no philosophy. Everybody were just misbehaving anyhow. I can't be part of this whole thing. We need to come to a point whereby we look at ourselves and we say, this is what we stand for. And that is where he's blaming Umo Eno, the governor of Akwa Ibom State. That if you understand what your people want and the premise on which they brought you into power, you should learn to respect it. You've left because you don't want to, you don't want to fight political fight. But the truth remains, before you can be renowned, before you can be known, before you can be called a key stakeholder in a party, you must have stood in the period of war to defend the party, political war, to defend the party. What will, give you utmost respect is when APC come to your state and you defeat them. It's a proof that you have so much political strength. As far as I'm concerned, Akwa Ibom State is a very good state in terms of, the way they treat their leaders. If they respected you and gave you an opportunity to lead, why not lead them well and stop this cross-carpeting? I would say that 2027, Umo Eno may not be so sure that he will be re-elected because Akwa Ibom people, I know those guys very well. When it is time, they will prove to you that Nadenge politics, you cannot come from anywhere and do anyhow in their state.
All right, that's going to wrap it up. This is getting interesting. I guess I'm expecting a return from Kenneth Okonkwo, but then again, Kenneth Okonkwo is just a general guy who's just speaking his mind. If Umo Eno insists too much, Kenneth Okonkwo can always go to the studio again and tell him, I mean what I said. You're big, you're too small. Let's